a Republican governor and a Democratic legislature, what will the next session bring? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Local Edition. With me this hour is New Jersey State Senator Jeff Van Drew of the 1st Legislative District. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's great to be with you, Jill.
After moving past a contentious election year, how do you then get down to the business of running New Jersey and making sure that the policies that you develop are the appropriate policies and really work together in a bipartisan fashion?
I think you have to, and I know all of us hear that a great deal, that it has to be more bipartisan, but so often it doesn't happen. It's our responsibility to make it happen. That's what leadership's about. That's what folks are really looking for. I will tell you, I speak to a lot of people, and folks aren't really that excited about Republicans, and they're not that excited about Democrats. They're just looking for individual leaders who are able to make tough decisions and actually do what needs to be done to bring our state and our country forward. That's what it's about. And I think folks are so often, just average folks, are disappointed when you fall into the same pattern of, well, everything that I do is right because I'm a Democrat and everything you do is wrong because you're a Republican, and vice versa. It's enough. And people are tired of it. And our state is deep problems. We have structural problems with our economy. We have structural problems with our budget. And it's going to require us working shoulder to shoulder together most of the time. And of course, there's going to be disagreements, philosophical and intellectual at times. But it really requires focusing on the issues, making a difference, and getting the job done. I say to everybody, this is going to be a year like we've never seen before in the history of the state. The budgetary problems are huge.
And that's one of the big concerns, is that when the new governor comes in, one of the first things that he has to do is really deal with the next budget cycle. A lot of the things that will be challenging, including the pension system, transportation infrastructure in the state, and then moving forward, a lack of federal stimulus money, all things to consider.
They are all things to consider. We already know that there are, before we even get into the new budget, there are some leftover problems with the old budget and some deficits there. That has to be dealt with. And the real trick's going to be, we have to in some way maintain the security and safety of our most vulnerable folks, of our seniors, of our children, of those that need help. Yet at the same time, there's going to be cuts. There's no question about it, and we're going to have to tighten this budget up. And the numbers are significant. Nobody knows the exact number yet. The low side is $6 billion, the high side is $10 billion. It could be anywhere in between, and it could even be more. So we are going to have to deal with those issues, and we're going to have innovative ways of working together to make it happen. And most importantly, stimulate the economy in New Jersey. We have to go through all the bureaucracies, all the regulations. We have not made it easy enough for people, whether they're individual employees or employers, to succeed in this state. And we can do better. We have the potential to do better.
So when we talk about making up a $6 to $10 billion budget hole, what are some of the things that can be cut that are on the table at the very beginning of this process?
And it's going to be across the board, because quite frankly, one of the truest statements during the campaign was the independent candidate Daggett, when he said, well, you could fire every single employee for the state of New Jersey twice, and you still wouldn't make up the budget deficit. That's accurate. So there are issues all across the board, all the way from things that we've spoken about before, Jill. We should be paperless. So much of what we do should be paperless, actually, in New Jersey. It would save millions upon millions of dollars. We should look at the size of our fleet, the number of vehicles we have. We need to cut that back more. We should look at the administrative high-end cost of the number of political employees and actually what goes on in Trenton. I've talked about actually having the comptroller come in and look at savings of 10 to 20% more in each department, because we need to do that. The way we purchase goods and services in New Jersey through the New Jersey plan, we can still do better than that, and I think we have to do better and get things at a better price because of the volume of what we buy. So across the board, in ways that we've never thought about before, we're going to have to do all that, and quite frankly more, and at the same time, as I said in the beginning, protect everyone that needs the protection the most. I mean, we still have to educate our kids. We still can't let our seniors completely go by the wayside. It's going to be a challenge, biggest challenge in our history.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We've been talking with New Jersey State Senator Jeff Van Drew. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Local Edition.